say dear you were so much as $11.
Inti esa na sketch obuto meneno no betim dia to eneno so e bi otina okwa sika na intiminto sa
no
mo say en na ye mama be cause e ne dem ko ojom no metimi anto hwio because it is kind of the same thing and so untimi fan to the same
nyama na wo de to
Matias so o pesa we usika na nyini ana say gini value the best thing to be ne say ube invest usika
before you bet so in this hard economic times, wo as baby awoti. Do you still advise say enko for invest yana?
Yeah, Africa and also invest usika. Because say nyuma mu yedin say ya wo sika wo tese wo dia to one sika wa invest na ebetimi aboa. Say time I wo ho chiwa na bibisa na wo enti say enyuma mi eden sa na chese also usumia ho na wutimi invest kakra more
because honestly when nkofo twetwe nkomo a ekromo ayehye nyame mu ayeden enti no wo ka say yemfe bi nto na akoye say as if say utimu odin like there na working enti na me bisa no whether let's be truthful like in this harsh economic and as a hard economic times is it the best time say still I will be squeezy bi na wo de bi ato wana.
But an interesting thing I'll be when say you mu ye din sana na interest rate so cost
sir
enti you mu ye din say ya na e dem omo musika because o hwe AJ say be a treasury bill they say treasury bill dey me sure so be a new treasury bill o hwe treasury bill rates ni say ya na o hwe no be a last year both mu say was be above 20%. Inti mu ye den sana na interest rate so cost because of like economic factors happen.
Well, asema okasi I mean so and I'm fascinated that you use the word scaphobinum and I say scaphoenige around this time because womu de dana womu already know womu corners no these are the times that they are actually happy internet every time enkofo side no womu bisa say how where make us remove first wo de I didn't for when I enter you we say how is the water tell me how the water is jump into financial at least get into the water I join the community of the water people then you can ask the questions but it's funny that you mentioned iskafo you can't investment the thing that comes to the mind of the average and maybe was wrong movie but the other street they say some of us they are but nearby your dream and they say investment there for iskafo why because I mean eskanamia and sumidi is this a misconception say investment for iskafo nkwa
a big misconception because investing two things you ma me na ya na am for dreams
all right
the first thing they say DBA say ye per se invest here for ya na DBA obi obusa say we rate you saying or more dream say 3 months menya saying 6 months menya saying but investments no throughout your lifetime just say wa brabo nyina obi invest here so say be obi retire or retire crash you can also invest or nyomebi because sana sikani also sikani so ejuma ma o ye ejuma de enyiska also sikani so any say the to wa onye ejuma also ma o sikani so ye ejuma investing so ye the only way I will sikani so ebe ye ejuma to hwe say that wa brain enyiska so ma sikani so brain enyiska ma
true
intending the first thing investments no ya na a long term just say throughout our lifetime inti any say ye hwe bia be 3 months 6 months. And because I did be a say you rate saying can say be be say me invest be 100 cedis I mean saying me invested thousands I mean saying or share amount of faso be na because I wait
98.9 we look at it that way
but also in just any pacosa no doing say be just onya be 10,000 and 100,000 invest but there be.
But what can I say about Mekofaniama? Does it mean say investment has different aspects to it?
Oh, and it has different aspects. So Mekofaniama investment.
Okay.
Because we would use cash or business.
And also equity
investment. But also say what do you say now would you been so to and also nyoma for farmer.
All right.
Into investments there. Just say, oh, start 50 CDs, they be a busumi be out the 50 CDs to go. In the next 2 years, no, wow, Sheska, wow, wow, we need beji.
No, correct. And now, ocean, so now, Yamvan say, Uko Yidi, Wadia, you need to still remember, say, it was a sign call back. I just say, a lifetime, well, I think I yet, yes, say, I don't know. It was say a year soon buying. Send ya de bia was sorry I would jarry. Send a de bia was sorry I would didn't son. It was say as part of your life, no, so no. Every time bia was sick a year. Ya yantias, yes, sir. Yantias, yes, sir. Now, me bo, you know, there was some way of, and I don't know if we could call that investment. And I ye back for no savings. Na ye nananom ye woni a bo mo to man no mo de ato ho and I say good dear no mo de ato ho and then at the time when we hear no it me ko yi e normal and no who personally would you call, and that's your personal opinion, would you call that say a investment and no e bia mbeka ho no ntino
no be savings.
Okay.
So investments in there, just say a be account. Baby as condition, or send for so better so.
Matthias.
Once and for so tosso, not just a new year investment.
Matthias.
But I know that what they are name
savings.
Savings a pound. But 2% on next level are also investing.
I love that. Savings, yeah. But then savings, you penny. Any investment. Any investment. It is also cool when you manage as an investment. Now, talking about, gradually for us here on Money Hub there, and then I love the conversation because every day be a year hamano. Ubi wa wangu se nieme adibi wa wa. Uti meeting one two. By the fifth time you're like, Charlie, I join this group. Let me join the community of investing because now it's hitting you. Say, looks like this thing is now a serious way. So here on the money, we reiterate like your bomarding say ye can watch them every day. Even your can say a campaign me before you better show you so na me nim say nieme mu ye den a na interest rate mum aye de. Can you imagine say even before nieme mu ye den my boy scan on na me dey say kabai na just say many age because interest rates no akosro. But you see, yeah, ye real munche ye no ye nim tricky ya o catch. Now talking about investment, what are some of the trends? What are some of the trends new trends about people can take advantage of?
See, I know the manage home pan. You say so. Person who invest here, and also person who save here. And who here say, "Obe sorry, I call bank and financial institution." See, I your phone, you be your phones.
Yeah.
Be buy your share phone, you who news, your share film, you be see, it's me investing so your phones.
Oh, your phones, okay.
See, investment companies be or platforms are just a baby out TBA, so we feel we job. So we to coin crowd, Uniganda car, a mobile money walk out to me or card, do to me a bank transfer. Now, what's in this car or two investments?
Yeah.
So I know so scan the sell one and scan the sell one better that was
no credit.
It's can buy out me push you investments.
No credit.
So investments also they be our monitor. Say they be out here say we a kuyi and say kuyi. Nina utimi or phone so. Digital investments or investing digitally and then the biggest trend that just me very excited about.
Yes. Now, I like how you said it because first not it's not as if say ye mpesi edi sika besi, but then already no ensu yedi. We want to develop the culture, but then on say na come here say just say sika. I remember even enra we were talking about investment and my colleague just said, "Oh, would you make 100,000?" So you see, now you are joining and say just when because one person went nanti to bank. Now what sign crack idea say now they ba 500. You take bazaar, we come here to come invest my yes, and I tell any cash. So I like the new trends you're talking about now. It makes it easier. It should have been so said, senior cano, sika or way, and yaba won't say more pena, after problems.
Problems that the whole a train can buy an unity.
No, you need to. I'm here. It's with that, then it's easier for us, right? So we will be aware, when near Brissa or person would be to her. Would the Becca Kushim Crampo and son a problem? Like I say, hello. Now, still talking about, the best time to invest. Obi Becca say, it is good, say, would you seeking in a big your eggs in one basket. Obi so Becca say, ebiana Debbie. I mean, from you as an expert, would you advise to say, obi TNCC, now we decided say, listen, investment me who we ding. On funny seeking one place, and I say on distribute. Saying no.
Investments, you're finding in a share one place. You're finding now Kobe be back. I'll say, what to check. He be a cacao, no, you're friend of diversification.
All right.
And see, say, who invest, who scour invest here, depending on what goals, 98.9 FM goal.
Okay.
See, it be a say, it be a 2 years, maybe rent. It be a 5 years, maybe a make invest and I'm back when investing tea. A draw as I can make. Maybe I be 50 and person make retirement into me investing to mid 50. It depending on what will goals here no. So they what teach investments no. Into you can't say diversify or risk.
Yeah.
Well, because investments be a risk create become and a risk be bring so come.
Yes.
Into yes and I say baby we see go institution A, go and I go bank A. Say bank A go a onim say usike nyina nko
e
so udi nyina ko go one place na go a wa hwede asema
is
Ghana be a couple of years ago wo say na manfo so because
yes na go back
say go one place na say bibi kop bone wo ho
na
say we ejuma wa nyina na say wa bregu nyina ko waste.
I get you.
To investments there is always advice say obe diversify. Say obe check investments no go across different companies, across different asset classes, and I'll be investing in different things, different investment classes or assets.
Before we go into monitoring, when he you've just talked about classifications. The patrol still on that same way. Infants will be already no what chassis or invest. Say what I say, hey, is it gonna be in and you're good way. Now say yemfa say buy or china no person decided say mekwakoyi bi na ma diversify to say ne awo kana. What are some of the so obi wo nche dey which one exactly am dey? What are some of the different classifications are ewo ho and which one suits who? Yemfa say obi a me sha ase nche afi na me be sha ase which one na me fa sha ase obi a me wom dida me from ochina person me sika na me kakra nso ko into let's take it for 3 different categories. Obi a yemfa so ye baby any obi a middle class yemfa say SS ni obi a investment no odi mu akotene and also no which area should they look at? Okay. Yen sha se obi o person sha se
o sha se
yeah
o sha se de all 3 people no the first thing is say obi hu what will goals here just say go can say
but
I o invest be or say but I did
teacher am bonzo mama
also who but I tell we invest and say we who say aha o mo rate into the sika for also who say we ebia me here sika no in ebia 6 months time we me here in be 3 years time
yeah
baby I do sika beto bia na baby I be investing in bia also see the juma omo
na say okay
also tia say okay we me the sika to her omo the ye we say wo hu say on tia say na e say o come no mo cheche wa say still on tia say na we bia waka say okay we make ko be for Friday 98.9 FM yeah make us government securities and government securities here investment buying territory. Maybe to say treasury bills, government bonds, treasury notes. Because a war as a buying tonnage and your friend on low risk.
All right.
Because you say the BCBI or buying the any party is who are buying the party a party be buyer is buying the bit
absolutely.
I buy the on defaulted I buy a treasury bill in defaulted treasury bill in defaulted bond
yes
until ubi a washa say who say be o sika no bet me lucy kakra until ubet me share government securities government securities ni nya T-bill nkwa your cocoa bills your government bonds your government notes ni now were different tenors and it be a 6 months or up to be 10 years and above
and ani na depending on obotaye reason tia Matthias
no we say
which one
in 3 years time in tina
Matthias
as say be a long term 3 years and not just say we start here now say be we dey investing be mature in 3 years most the next year no I got 2 years. Now investing in your man a bit mature and be 2 years. We do final year, nothing we be about 3 months, 6 months because we go no time no
yeah.
so. Well, until say be our monitor now or investment decisions, maybe I'll do sick a bit to you, depend on what your goal is.
Matias. Now let's move to Obia or invested it. And they what to say, hey, could you 50,000 100,000 guys that would go to one place, dangerous. Ain't already no say no why alert kakra or channel person or corner video or journal who say, hey, at least my main chim, na me fi been to one, na me fi been to one. I just say my spread it risk and I'm and for that person in so no what kind of things no bit to mean so I invest in.
Investment options. Say I cover
government securities.
Investments is free about. You were a equities and a stock market.
Okay.
The Ghana Stock Exchange you were stocks. They just say who buy part ownership of a business. Not just say auto business and in latest. Because say I cash shareholders or more only company.
What can be?
Yes. Into the Ghana Stock Exchange in so there are lots of shares listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. How you can invest in that.
All right.
There were alternate investment classes like people have investing in maybe a farming or starting business. It's also a
form of investment. Okay.
But also who say its level of risk.
Okay.
Government securities, the risk is
very low.
Equity now is very high because a stock the highest.
And then no day for a friends university graduates no. Na middle. Okay, we can share. Okay.
Okay. Company now person invest also kinds of company way it be more
98.9 FM.
But some case also
diversify.
Risk be brave.
Now the kakra
the EBL be share government now the kakra share. Na ni na all balance the kakra.
Matias.
The stock no enkoya unim say government
security one e wo ho no. Abangu yere.
TBO ni dia wo ho intend ni enko bia.
Matias. I get that.
Advanced one no so depending on your time no. Like it all depends on your time hour. Say a short term just say baby 2 years 3 years and won't mean take risk baby.
Okay.
It's in your mouth fan no. I will say risk near kitwa.
Okay.
Because 2 years, if I say we invest 2 years, because me rent advance in the next 2 years.
2 years.
Now me da question bibi ma risk no do so. Say sikani nyina kwa but if you maybe then you be 10 years, 15 years, if you make us a medium person retired at the age of 40.
All right.
If person age of 40, me 1 million and me be retired.
Okay.
10 years it means more time. It makes me taking more risk. So BBC I have time to recover.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, and I hope say also with you know it's made some sense to you. I say every day on the show I learn something new. I promise you, half of the things, 80% of the things I know is when I sit with my guest here on the show and I meditate near maybe I say. So I hope so you're also following. Patricia also said we are live on Facebook on Happy 98.9 FM. Intinoko Facebook, you know how we do. We're in a virtual world. Intino share it. Oh, send you who's short nice videos, funny videos. No, I share to 3 million people. Share it right now to a lot of people. So I think so now do a video to Happy 98.9. You are listening to the Money Hub with Cassandra and then my guest Bernadine Jabir. On any chiche and komo efa the right time to invest. Talked about the different groups. Like this will be a afina or be invested or so invested or be a woman did that, but middle and that will be so we've already expanded that and where you can how you can start, which is very, very important. How you can start, how you can do it so that we don't just jam up everything. As someone yaking, so I think I will go into investment. Listen, tread cautiously, know where, know how, do your due diligence. Or more would do sika pakoto. But one day say, you've done your background. So it's upon you to do that. Obi any wo papa pay ama. When was a friend out just say, now the institution or are they credible? Are they in good standing? It's upon you to do that. All right, Malik, let's come back to you. In terms of monitoring, earlier on, you talked about monitoring. A kwame so ne befa so a yebe to me the a few monitoring. Nancy I will say these days there are trendy ways of investing. Your phone so near they investing. Checks and balances being and you was put in place. You say, hey, Isike anye bia malika say odi kwa koto bayire no de to ana say odi kwa koto new shoe. How do we monitor our monies and ye sikasem?
So firstly no baby a odi usika no to no. Say digital channel bi na e bia we ho a. Pressure say we one money teach. Say why money alliances yo mo.
All right.
To be check e bia Securities and Exchange Committee from SEC and I say a Bank of Ghana. Uko munya website obi hu list of obia or mama license.
All right.
So me we me check o website so I say company ni di no e wo hwa ampa. Na we say we mu o me credible o me license. Okay. Nti is a digital channel bi no mo dia ma wa. So we invest bi on the channel also to me who say sika e me de to ho no. Am I investing in say no because we invest is it gone? How long is it going to go? And time so no I say we can swaba.
Okay, I get that.
Yes.
Okay.
Say a lot of say financial institutions be pre but then you be an what digital.
Okay.
Once you want say Sunday you have to go to be able come office and answer or from one number send you email. But say because you need time and then you see this world your friend a global village.
Global village.
Into that you push say because digital channels be bit me our phones on our laptops on our tablets so no it's easier to use such channels.
Yeah.
Because they are far phone
98.9
mato government money. BBR code. This is my face value. Everything is listed on there.
It's listed there.
Easy. It's easy to monitor. Say if it's a different, if you are investing in stocks or now to be able to me checking what the stock price is. Say if you call from too much now, person who free me investing in something else. No to me who say okay maybe this investment is not the best one. Maybe I can move the funds into a different side of a different investment and
all right. So at least every time I was here, baby, I was sick. I was listening to a podcast the other day now. The person was saying, I think he was giving some, attributes of successful people. No, because rich people always check their money.
Yes.
Because, like rich people always the numbers you told you see how much ni come we baby ni sikada every day be no hwe o hwe baby ni sikada ye nkwa na sika koda baby a say ye sempompo a ye sika nti you know we say we ni edi ekire na hu ehefa na wo egru ana ye ka say e de koto bye na just like okay no time ye ka say e be back so abana
exactly
because a maya then it means that you need to I say yeah ni na ya the virtual ye from amunde na but anyway I mean for someone listening who's now thinking say hey I want to join the community of wealth creators me person me so me de mesika esi na ewo mame so it's not just saving but I'm investing. Me person me so dachi bi enya fe na me konoki obi pon wansa na me sky me wedding and na me sky de me back to school. I was talking to was it when I mean what about soft life?
Yes. Do
you know I used it today on air. Yes, I was talking about I was having a conversation with someone about soft life and soft life that you create you because a new one obinya soft life obi creative one. To also per soft life now, you need to work hard to create the soft life. We should know be na mona say when you're diabetes, when your businesses speak, when you it was planned for. And one of the ways of planning for it be a ne be. But the consistency in conversation I have even if you take that step now we say I will put 200 Ghana 5 no matter how tight it is. I will do it for the next 5 years or 10 years. Your story in the next 10 years becomes a soft life. Soft life. Now we enjoy it. So 10 years ago, you've taken a decision, and then in the next 10 years, you are part of the soft people. But when you take a decision now, in the next 10 years, you still hard life. You there for it. All right.
Yeah. Last time I make a choice, say, investing and saving and investing.
Yeah.
That is the only way I think who say is carry media. So we use money to our car. Scanish your bottom and our accounts, but we are watchman because you can know ECG BGB, Ghana water BGB, Eduane BGB, Atade BGB. Nina no Udis can MOB in exchange for something.
For something.
But also Utia Hoka no is investing your money or saving your money. Because I can
I know, hey.
But the rest national accounts with the
and they say me, I was paid today. Me who my salary? I boss say my salary come because minimum baby I need na
so accounts but anya odia.
Watchman.
Watchman.
That is a serious one. Oh. And if you anka, and it's not too late, and that's why we started with the best time to invest, and that is today. But okay, talking about Eneya and trends and how people can easily invest from their phones. I know, say, is a FinCap, Mode for Fraba, which is the CD manager. So tell me how that works.
CD manager, online platform I created for investing in government securities.
Okay.
Yeah, idea and say your person will be able to offer a phone, offer a laptop, offer a tablet, out to me investing.
Yeah.
See, I said I selected low risk investments because the person will be able to be losing money, especially after what has happened. To be investing in treasury bills, cocoa bills, government bonds, government notes. Over on CD manager, easy, straightforward. You call best signing up, fill your KYC, then you are ready. You are good to go.
Wow.
And see, very simple. If our phone and our laptop, you call browser. We'll type www.cdmanager.com.
Okay.
CD and manager.com. Then you start putting your money to work.
But what's say government?
Yes, government
security.
Yes, mainly government security.
Okay.
So treasury bills, cocoa bills. Just apart from treasury bills, me sure a lot of people won't say about cocoa bills.
Say na me can you find your name near Gina house and you say Malik is the water coat.
See, CD manager.com
okay.
To all these options.
All right.
Right at your fingertips.
All right, which is very, very easier. So go use your smartphone and just go to cdmanager.com and check it out. That's all we are asking. Check it out. From the comfort of your home, you can start saving money. Just be consistent. Have a goal. Say, baby, I'm in the next 5 years, I don't want to see myself there. And Charlie, empire now no. It's the ubo empire now in 200 more. It's enkusiaga. Intino ubo empire no. Now to one empire so that God will protect you, give you strength, give you health to be able to work. The rest is what you will do. Until show life says, yeah, just go to city manager, at least start from there. Because just like Malik, for a while we're starting it, start tread cautiously. Wow, one person do seeking one basket, just like he said, so you need to diversify. Also, you be kakrako, baby, yes, safe and that's a less risk, and also easier for you to use CD manager to begin to transact your business. And I was it's a mama shaker and a macho baby, and I've dashed you something very, very great. And I hope so you're definitely gonna use it. But Bernadine Jabir, thank you so very much. Answer in your corner before your best soon will be OT and CCR or person starting. What are some of the things they should, consider? Answer now more as started investing.
Start here. The first thing is be disciplined, be focused. No, have a botai or a goal. That's where it all starts from. So, who say what you want to achieve in the next 3 years or 5 years or 10 years. Also, kinds of investments a long-term process.
Long-term, I like that.
And then you do zika to I'll bring you back. So, who say as the see dying. We start here. We see dying in the first day. We learn one block. Now.
No, let me be honest. I think we didn't have a good orientation and as a good way explanation of what investment was. Intino, ye cry in say, would you see 3 months? Could be say, Mamcho, can you, and they answer and yet say, no, what's we doing long term? Because one doing long term, you wouldn't get the profit that you're supposed to get. It's a Saudi seed, Asha from every time, every 2 months, could be say, where are you? It won't grow. Until at least we know, we need to think long term in order to say, Benya, so emphasis. But thank you very much. Before, do you have any last words?
Okay, so Oh, so okay, let me start with my last words first. So most important thing is that I'll say you investing.
Yeah.
Saving the but as I said, save is in your penny,
Any
any
investment.
investments.
Yeah.
And you say my bubo and your made things, the
Yes.
cocoa bills, treasury bill, treasury notes, treasury bonds.
Yeah.
But even though my explaining wrong, cocoa bills, it works similar to treasury bills, but also cocoa board almost raises sky every time to buy cocoa.
Yeah.
To buy cocoa.
Cocoa.
Yeah, treasury bonds, treasury notes. I say for lack of, I say treasury bill, but longer. Also treasury bill, they're 91 day, 182 day.
Yeah.
But with notes and bonds, be from 2 years all the way to 10 years plus.
Okay.
So it or similar structure.
And in Genosan, you was minimum Sikabia, here, you debate me the Atuana say, Sikabia Ukrabia.
From 200 CDs.
Oh, wow.
And ubits me to be every month.
That is Ubia Betumia to be.
Ubia bits me to be. Now, once I wore a Ghana card. And now, what's our Ghana card?
Yes, our Ghana card.
Yeah,
a top Bibia, I say a top bonds.
A top bonds so far. So when our Ghana card, do CD manager, ubits me to
lovely. Okay, yeah, that's it, but thank you very much for coming. And Obi show so you know, I mean, for you, the Mr. Monko Facebook, go to Facebook and check out my guest.
With me, you can find us FinCap Securities or fincaps.net, our website. On Instagram, my name is Legendary Bernie.
Okay.
Can find me on LinkedIn, Bernadine Malik. Or you can also visit cdmanager.com to learn more about us.
Okay. All right. Bernadine Malik Jabir is the person I'm in Achuche and Komene. And I hope so you have learned something.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.